Well, there's a tacit understanding, I think, with the Bulls that, there was a certain levity that went along with that team and the things that they could do. But, we didn't have to deal with, YouTube and TMZ and, tweeting and all that kind of stuff at that particular time, which has changed at that's a different level. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, it's a lot different world than it is now.
Do you plan on placing certain restrictions either with Twitter or YouTube, that sort of thing?
Without a doubt. Yeah, there will be restrictions. We don't want to confine them. I've always had an pretty open policy. There are some things that they'll have to be cognizant of, and that is one, communication and how far it goes.
What, if any, concern do you have with Lamar attempting this life-changing event on the eve of training camp?
Well, we're going to give him a really good honeymoon. That's what we're planning.
Are you going to this
He's
event?
going to have a lot of fun right after his honeymoon, or if his honeymoon lasts one night, it's going to be a lot of fun after that. But no, yes, I'm planning on going. I'm very supportive of Lamar, and want everything in his world to go right for him. And yeah, sure, I'm supportive of him.
What do you get a guy who just signed a new contract?
I'll have to think about that one.
Maybe one of your phones or something?
Yeah.
Yep, have you checked the registry? I mean, it's available.
Anonymous face or something is what he did.
Coach, are you surprised that this event is coming at this particular time in his life?
Yeah, it's a surprising thing. It's a tough thing to do, but our life is tough. Once we step on that court on Tuesday, it becomes 250 days or more of 24/7 basically, and there's not a whole lot of room in your life for that. Time out. I need this or a break here, unless it's a family emergency. So, if you're gonna get married, do it before the season starts.
Does it seem like this summer went by faster than others?
It did go by faster. They're shorter days. Well, maybe the Boston series a year ago was just as short, but it is short.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good, thanks.
You guys, the last 2 years that you go into the finals, lost finals one, you played 100+ games both times, and I would imagine to win it again, you have to play 100+ games again. How can your team, what will you do to keep them physically fit, to try to help prevent injuries along the way, knowing you have so many games to play?
Well, last year, I think you guys were here when I complimented our training staff on the terrific job they did. I think Gary, Chip, and Alex McKechnie, along with Marco, do a wonderful job of conditioning these guys and training them in a way in which they can, sustain their effort over the course of a year. Obviously we had an injury to Jordan. It was impossible or, something that couldn't be avoided, and we injured to Andrew last year, both of them knee injuries that couldn't be avoided, but they both got back on the floor and contributed during the season. And we made it through that season in fine form. We just hope that we have the same luck this year. And as happens, happened to the Celtics last year. They had the injuries to Garnett, and it changed their outcome. And those are things you want to avoid. You have to have some amount of luck, and the other things that you have to watch your tempo. You have to watch how hard these guys push themselves. We have to watch, how much practice time we spend on the court, even though it's a lot of fun, perhaps, to run up and down, but just to monitor our effort to the right amount so it fits in with, the overall scheme of, whatever, 250 or 60 days that we have to go down.